Hi, today I wanted to show you what I think is the best paintball target I've been able to come up with so far anyway. I've seen a lot of different things on the internet and I've tried a lot of stuff. Some things work, some things don't. Bottles worked pretty good, but honestly they break after a while. Even the strongest bottles only last a couple of days. Cans seem to get torn up, so I've tried a million different things. PVC pipe is about the best thing I've found so far, and personally, just size-wise, I like the 1.5 inch PVC pipe. You can get it in a couple foot long section at the store. You can get longer if you want, but this is a pretty handy size to carry around and cut into pieces. So you want this 1.5 inch PVC pipe. Get that at any hardware store. Next thing I like to have a little more fun targets are some bolts. These are 3/8 inch bolts. And large washers, again 3/8 inch to go with them, and a metal 3/8 inch diameter rod. This one is 3 feet long, which is a pretty good size. Optional, but I think useful, is Loctite. That'll actually hold the bolts in place. So what do? Well, if you want to be really simple, you can just take some of the pipe, cut it to a convenient length, set it up here. I cut these about 6 to 7 inches in length. They get knocked over really easy by the paintballs, but then you're all the time picking them up and setting them up. Slightly fancier, but just as easy, is taking that same length, cutting a small hole with a drill, and then putting a twist tie, a fairly thick one, through it. I've been using this for a couple of months and it's not broken, so that seems to work fairly well, but I wanted something a little more exciting for the kids. So here's how you do that. First of all, you take that section of pipe, pick a length. I liked about 20, I'd experimented different sizes. 20 centimeters seemed to work fairly well. So you get out your ruler and you measure on the PVC pipe 20 centimeters. You can pick whatever length you want, but the reason I'm picking 20 is that in our yard it was about the right size to be challenging but not impossible to hit. Now you want to mark a second center of a hole that is off center. So we're going to pick 11 centimeters and mark that. That will be the center of the hole we're drilling. So if you can see here, we'll have a tube that is this length with a off-center hole right here. And I did take cutting them, but it was awfully boring, so let me show you the result, which is this. 20 centimeters with an 11 centimeter hole. Now that you've got a 3/8, slightly larger than 3/8 inch hole, I used the next drill bit size up, sorry I can't remember what it was. 20 centimeter length of pipe. You thread on here a nut to the center, a washer and another nut. Loctite them if you want. If you don't, they'll just tend to move slightly. Feed this on to the end of the pipe and through the hole. Because it's off center, when it's hit, it'll spin, but it will always right itself up. And I've tried a lot of different lengths. You can try your own, but that seemed to work pretty well. Washer on here, and the nut onto here. The other ones, as you want, you can hang there. So here's the finished product in the most simple form. We've got a single section of pipe here in the middle, 20 centimeters long, 11 centimeters here to the bottom, 9 to the top, 3/8 inch hole drilled through, actually one size up above 3/8 inch, 3/8 inch rod through here, bolt, washer, bolt. You can Loctite them if you want to hold them in place, otherwise they'll tend to move very little over time, but they move a little. And that section will spin freely. And I've got two that I twist tied on to hang there, just to have hanging targets as well for a little variety. You can put on as many of these as you want. How you mount this is either with 2 holes drilled in a 2x4. Had that earlier. My wife hates the paint kind of spraying around. So let me show you what I did. So this is a standard In this case, Rubbermaid. Any of these containers will work. Drilled a 3/8 inch hole right there on each side at the same spot. Been using this one the last few days, so pretty messy, but you just take your rod, slide it through the hole there, slide it through on the other side, and line it up. There you go. Center section here will spin when it's hit, and these hanging targets will move as they're hit as well. I think you agree it works pretty darn well, and I've been using these things forever. I have not one single break. We do occasionally paint them, interesting paints and targets and things. Got to say though, the paintballs tend to knock your paint off, so after a while we just sort of gave up and left them blank. Targets out of PVC pipe seem to work fantastic for paintball. This stuff never seems to break. The 1.5 inch size is good for a lot of yards like ours. But they do make other sizes. You may find some of the other sizes, and we've tried them, may work better for you. This size is just nice because the paintballs move it really easy, and yet it's not so small that you can't hit it with the paintballs. Thanks for watching. If you got any suggestions or ideas, let me know. Appreciate you watching, and the kids and I will make more videos as we get new stuff or get new ideas.
Please like and subscribe.